Okay, good. Good evening, guys. Who's this one person watching us? That must be a very faithful person there. Okay, good. Good evening, guys. Good evening, guys. Welcome to Iba Live on Wednesday. Yeah, it's we apologize about this delay. We lost about nine. We lost about 9 minutes of this, and we're so sorry. It wasn't. That wasn't the plan. The plan wasn't to lose this much time. That wasn't the plan at all. We had a little bit of a little bit of unplanned stuff. But it's about live once again, and it's always fun here tonight. So call your friends, share these videos, and let us get into the show tonight. It's about live, and we're ready. We're good to go. We've got loads of topics, but tonight we want you guys to join the show. We want you guys to be part of this. So I'll let you know how you can be part of this. I just need to share. I'm going to be sharing a link to the comments, and then you pick the link from the comments. Click on it, and then you can be part of the show with me tonight. It's fun. It's still going to be fun. So let me say welcome to the guys who are here already. We apologize about. Good. We apologize, Josephine. We're sorry. We're 8 minutes late. Yeah, we're sorry about that. We're really sorry about that. We didn't plan that to be so. Ramadan. Please don't find me. Don't find me. We had the producer had to be away, and we're trying to get things done. You don't know the value of these guys until when they're really not around. And then you have to be hustling to get things done. So let me take the chance to say a big thank you to the production crew. Bukati, thank you for all that you do. Babadi, thank you for all that you do as well. Prepare to join the show. It's not going to be about me tonight. It's going to be about us. Opo, yeah. Opo. Ramadan. All right, guys, we've got so many topics to discuss tonight. Let's get this going. Let's get this rolling. So tonight, the topics are many. As a matter of fact, so let me say a big thank you to those of you who sent topics of interest, to me. Some of you have asked that. Some of you have asked, that we should discuss, certain topics and all of that. Yes, we will, but we have to work according to what the producers tell us to do, according to schedule. So prepare to join us tonight. I'm going to be sharing what is called the invite link. I have the invite link. So I'm sharing the invite link right now. It should be available in the comments section. My Duro Simieti Baba. So the invite link is in the comments. So go pick it up, click on it, and join the show tonight. It's going to be fun. I think it is going to be real fun tonight. Josephine, do you want to come online? I know you're very shy. You're very beautiful. You're very good with writing, and but I'm not sure that you're someone who wants to show yourself to the world. So yeah, I shared the live link, so you guys can just we shared it already, so you can come in, join in, and let us get this going. How are you guys in Ufoma? Yeah, when you say gross incompetence, what do you mean by gross incompetence? Are you trying to tell us what is going on in the country? You're an APC chieftain, so I'm wondering if that has anything to do with. Okay, so much happening in Nigeria today. There's always one thing or the other. But tonight, I want us to talk about a number of subjects. I got interest from ladies who wanted us to talk about Kayan Mata, and there were ethical considerations, with regards to whether or not we should discuss it. But I mean, it's our show. It's your show. It's Iba Live. Iba Live is for you, and if you want it, we talk about it. So let's start with that tonight. Okay, we're still going to talk about other equally important topics tonight, but let us start tonight. And this evening, I can tell you guys everything that we're going to do. I think I should give us some lovely music I love to play these days. This particular one is titled Kokoma. While we wait for guys, while we wait for guys to join, yeah. So I don't. Can you guys hear the music? Can you guys hear the music? Is it clear? Is it loud? If you can hear the music, yeah, the link is right there. Ufoma is leading Swagger. Southwest Agenda. That's interesting. So the link is there. I love my body. So this is a song that I love. It's a love song from a guy to a girl. He's tracking a girl. So we'll be talking about Kayamata. So that's something this. The song is by a guy called Vico Light. I'm waiting for someone to join in. Bola Olagoke. I hope you told Mama Mileko I asked after her. If you didn't, I'll be wahala. So Ufoma is the head of Swag. Okay, so my brother is asking for the link. I'm throwing it in right now. The link is available again. Just click on the link and join the studio. We're waiting for you. Who's joining the studio? I'm going to throw you questions when you're ready. Kokoma, Kokoma. Hakona water, waiting. Coco. My AC is not cooling enough. Okay, guys. Who's joining the show? Who's joining the show? What's the meaning of kokoma? I want to kokoma. When I say I want to kokoma, those of you who know slang, what's the meaning? It's a freestyle tonight, okay? Join the show tonight. Click on the link if you want to be part of the show. The link is right there waiting in the comments section. All right, so we're gonna be talking about a lot of issues tonight. There's one particular issue I want to keep till later. One particular issue, I want us to talk about later. Okay, Precious Solomon says she wants us to talk about the constant borrowing by the federal government. Who sang this worship song, Ibuka? This was done by a guy called Vico Live. It's titled Kokoma, and I really love the song. I love this song. Yeah. Ufoma wants to talk about Tiwa Savage's sex tape. Ufoma, you always say that sex is overrated. Isn't that what you say? That sex is overrated? I don't know. Some people don't believe that people should exercise the liberty of recording themselves while having sex. Okay, maybe that's a topic we should take tonight. Ufoma, get on the show tonight. Click on the link and join the show. We'll start with that. We move over to the other one, and then we'll come in. All right, Ufoma wants to talk about. Ufoma is a crazy guy. You want to talk about Tiwa Savage's? Okay, let's do it. Let's do. Who's waiting? Who has a link? Who's joining? Ufoma wants to join. So just scroll through the comments. Scroll through the comments and then click on the link, and I'm going to see you. Ufoma wants to talk about Tiwa Savage's sex tape. Let us see if people will be interested in talking about this tonight. Okay, so let's see. I don't know where you think. I don't know where you get all of these things from. Okay, Tiwa Savage's sex tape. Senseless error. Ufoma, what do you want to talk about the sex tape from Tiwa Savage? Is it released, by the way? Did you see it? Who has seen it? I don't want this to be a gossip show, but I mean, we might as well just discuss it tonight. I love Tiwa Savage, by the way. I love her. I love Tiwa Savage. That one is not anything I negotiate at all. She sings very well. She's professional, and I like the way she handles her business. So Ufoma is going to be talking about Tiwa Savage sex tape, and we're thinking we should take it from the point of view of why at all we have that problem, why she has that problem at all in the first place. So let's get into the show tonight. Who's ready? Who's joining me? I don't see anyone in the studio yet. Is Ufoma in the studio? Ufoma, you said you want to talk about that, and then we have that for you. So what do you guys think about musicians, celebrities, and people who have these sex tapes? Why do people keep them? Is there some motivation for it? Why do they set themselves up for trouble? Does anyone have an idea? Is there anything anybody wants to say? Ufoma, get on the show and say these things. I can't keep reading your comments. Ufoma doesn't believe that there's a sex tape. She's just chasing clout, as they say. There's no reason, there's no need for Tiwa Savage. If you don't, okay, so here's the thing. It seems like some of you are not getting the link. Has anyone seen the link in the comments? Has anyone seen the link in the comments? Why don't you scroll? A lot of people are asking for the link to join the show, but I'm thinking that link has been there for quite a bit. So no one is seeing the link? Oh, it's going. Oh, I see. The link is going to the YouTube channel. The link is going to the YouTube channel. So here's what I'm going to do. Just say hello to me on my Facebook. I see. So if you want to pick that link, it's available on my Facebook channel. The Facebook channel is Iba Live TV. Okay, so you can pick the link from there. Just search for Iba Live TV. I just noticed now that it's going to the YouTube channel. So let me look for some other way to solve this problem. So you can just send me a chat or send me a message, and then I'm going to try to help you log in. So send me a message on Facebook, and then I'm just going to reply you. So just send me a message on Facebook, and then we'll be good to go afterwards. So I'm sending this now to my brother. So just send me a message, please. And then we should be good to go. Just send me a message on Facebook if you want to join the show. If you want to join the show, and then we'll be good to go. A message on Facebook, so I can just drop the link for you, and then we're good to go. Ufoma, you have Ufoma has the link. Ufoma, come online very quickly. People are waiting. Time is already flying. The time is already getting out of the way. We've got many people are here. Ramadan has it. Thank you so much, Ramadan. You are always so resourceful. I wish Ufoma would learn from Ramadan. I wish he would just, calm down. He's gone to my Facebook to yap me already. And Ramadan has, already solved the problem here. Why is Ufoma never so resourceful? He shared it again. Guys, just pick it from the links now. It's available on Facebook now. So you want to join the show? We can be 3 or 4 or 5 of us discussing. We can be 9. We can be 10. But we'll have just about 30 minutes to get this done with. So Ufoma is in the studio already. Ufoma is in the studio already. He's the ugliest guest I have ever received. There's no guest as war as Ufoma since Iba Live. Since we started Iba Live, there's no guest that has come to this show that's as ugly as Ufoma. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me tonight as I welcome Mr. Ufoma.
But Bele will not kill you for nothing. Enemies of progress lined up left, right, and center. We are here.
Ufoma, you know why I really respect your wife? I can imagine how people would have been bugging your wife before she married you, before she agreed to marry you. People would have been on her case. People would have
see, look, this issue is an issue of game. If you don't have game, you don't have game.
Wow.
If you don't have game, you don't have game.
Wow. That's a nice one there. That's a nice. Okay, Ufoma, welcome to the show tonight. You don't believe Tiwa Savage has a sex tape? How come?
Nope. Okay, so the thing about I've hung around too many celebrities to know that a lot of times when things are dipping for them, they just throw something. Oh, so there was a day we were at P Square's house. No, not necessarily dipping, not dipping in terms of. So they always frequently do that. So we're at P Square's house one day, and Judokoye goes, "They don't tell we never enter news." Oh. Next thing he goes, "Muna, I go send to Linda, say you and Paul they date." That's Muna, former Miss Nigeria. Next thing, the thing is on Linda. Next thing, Nigerians are fighting because Paul and Muna are dating. It was Jude that just concocted that. So they do this thing every time. So somebody sent me something on WhatsApp today on a messenger and said, "This is the text tape of Tiwa Savage." My brother, the girl in that video looks more like you than Tiwa Savage.
No, looks more like you, not me.
You know, like that. Me, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I don't do all that. I'm a Christian. Don't worry. When we finish, I will share the messenger with you so that you see the girl. The girl, I say, looks like you, Benny. And they say Tiwa Savage. How is that Tiwa Savage?
Don't share porn with me.
No, don't look at it like porn. Look at it like Tiwa sex tape.
Don't share porn with me.
You are trying to discover Tiwa sex tape. That's what you're trying to do.
Yes, but look at that's true and that's correct. But you don't
for purposes of research. Purposes of research, not necessarily so that we will put it to bed once and for all. Was there a sex tape or not? But to your point about people recording themselves and all that, my own point is to each his own. Whatever gets it off for you. Whatever gets it off for you. Because if you say, for example, that there are some people that they can't sleep with one woman, you have to be 2 or 3. There are some people that
would that not be a medical condition?
No, not necessarily. This whole, that's why I say sex is overrated, because after a while you begin to do, when you do one person, after a while you do 2, after a while you do 3. There's a man that was in Nigerian breweries before. At a point, he stopped sleeping with them. They just touch themselves. And that's how he gets it off. But it started from 1, 2.
That's a minority case. That's 1 out of 40.
If you look, see, even on this your thread like this, you are looking at that Ramadan boy. That Ramadan boy is a very.
Hold on. Hold your thoughts.
Okay, I'm holding.
Since you say that they are on my thread, I want to tell you the people on my thread, just in case. So just raise up your hand when I mention the name. The people whom you think are on my thread, who could be the people who get it off by funny means. I have Ramadan here. My cousin.
Ramadan 1. Ramadan looks like a freaky person. He's like a closet. Ramadan looks like a closet freak.
Jesus, Ramadan, you're not going to take that. You have to join this show, Ramadan. Okay, there's a guy called Tani Monwo Olufemi Mario.
Tani Monwo, from day one, I've always suspected that guy. From day one. There's nothing you can tell me about Tani Monwo that I wouldn't know.
The only reason why I think Tani Monwo may be someone whom, and I'm not slighting him. I mean, he's my friend, he's my colleague, he's my guy. It's just, he looks to me like someone who before marriage would have had a very difficult time talking to girls. He's extremely ugly. In his own case, he's the kind of ugly that wears.
Benny, that doesn't stop anybody from talking to any girl. It's a matter of game.
No, you talk about game.
Are you saying he doesn't have game?
Ramadan is in the studio to defend himself. Ramadan is in the studio to defend himself. Welcome to the show.
Oh, you are behaving like show. We are behaving like show. You are telling everybody.
I've muted the former. Yeah, I've muted the former because Ramadan, you have the floor. You have the floor. You can knock him out if you want to knock him out or whatever.
I don't know what he was talking about or what he was accusing me.
Before you go on,
I need for that reason,
of Nigeria.
What he said.
Go on, Ramadan. I'm losing you.
For the fact that you accused me, I'm here to talk about Kayamata. Because of what I'm here to talk about Kayamata.
Okay. So Ufoma, you're back online. Ufoma, you're back to the show, but I need to just draw the attention of Nigerians watching to something tonight. We've got quite a number of people watching tonight. See, this is Nigeria on your screen. This is Nigeria right here on your screen. You have Ramadan, who's Shua Arab, as we learned last week. A lot of you will look at him and you think he's a Fulani man. You have right in the middle there, an APC chieftain, someone who doesn't know anything other than the APC. I have an intellectual, talking currently. So you have a combination of the best of Nigeria.
Ramadan, you are an intellectual. Was he referring to himself?
That man by his side. The other one. Yes.
I think we should let people at home.
I like the Kayamata discussion though. Let's get into that. Can you add Josephine so that she too will come and talk on this Kayamata matter? She has been pushing this thing since.
Let a lady be there.
Okay, so maybe we should have a lady join the show. Is there any lady? There are many people watching the show tonight. I must say, a lot of people are watching.
Josephine has been pushing Kayamata since last week.
Yeah, we've been pushing. So let's get to the show. Ramadan, can you hear me? You need to. I can't hear you.
Yes, loud and clear.
Good. You're loud and clear now too. Good. All right. So the concept of Kayan Mata, the concept. So let's quickly get this. Let's get this header out. Ufoma, we're still going to take on you on this Tiwa Savage thing, before you go. But this is what we were talking about last week. Kayan Mata, are they playing on people's senses, or does it really work? Because it seems like Nigerians are really sex focused. So let's start from you, Ufoma. What do you think? Then Ramadan will close. We'll discuss that.
I think Ramadan should go first. Let him give us the northern perspective.
Ramadan, go first, please.
Okay. Kayamata is something that has been used for many years until recently that we started seeing it, thanks to Jaruma, who really helped to blow it up even more. But it has been used for many years. Many years. Our mothers used to use it, sisters and all of it. What is there for is just to make sex pleasurable.
Which is not a bad thing. Right now, which is not a bad thing, is it? Is that a bad thing?
Make it a bit tight, or make it, how do I put it? Exactly. Which is really it's really not. It's not really a bad thing. So now,
what about the?
You want to keep your man, you make him keep coming back. It's the sex that will make him come back, not really the things that you use. So if you give him good sex, most likely because he's not getting it well at home, then he most likely will come back. And then now they started to add voodoo, black magic to it. Well, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. And from our own. Okay, let him go then.
No, I just want him to to add this to what he's saying.
You have the floor.
The claim is that they can use Kayamata to collect your husband or collect your boyfriend. So how does ordinary sex make you lose your husband or lose your boyfriend? That's the part I can't understand.
No, hold on. Let me answer that. Ufoma, you're the same person who said people who can hit who can sleep with one woman, 2, 3, 4, and on and on. So what it goes to suggest, perhaps, is that sex is probably a big deal. To a lot of people, sex is probably a big deal to a lot of people. So to you can have your views about sex and think that, look, man, it's not so important and all of that. But a lot of people probably take it to be very important. And if whatever is important to you is what you chase. While some guys are busy hustling and doing stuff, some other guys are looking for sex. So I think it works for different people differently. So some might have sex as a goal. And so you want to sell sex, to get, but I don't know why every time it's always about the women. Do the men not do anything to perhaps also, is there a male version of Kayamata? Can I ask you, Ramadan, my brother?
Yes, there is. The most popular one which we hear about is Burantashi.
Yeah, Burantashi, that gets mentioned a lot. I say that a lot. Ufoma, can you tell us your experience of using Burantashi?
Did you say, wait, hold on, just now, did you say I use that a lot?
No, I was asking.
No, I heard you say I use that a lot. You said I use that a lot. Are you talking about Burantashi?
No, I was asking what your experience of use of Burantashi. What's it like?
Why?
You grew up in Jos, and I know that for certain, someone like you will certainly have attempted it. There's no doubt you have attempted it.
Never, not one day. So the thing is, I've observed it from a distance. There's the
threesome.
I will tell you the person's name inbox later.
Don't call the person's name.
No, now call it here. A block, University of Jos. Naraguta Hostel. Yes, Naraguta. This person, somebody was passing with so it was a dare that you can't do it. And this bros bought the thing and put it inside pap and drank it. My brother, we ended up in the hospital. After we took him to Garden Palace, you know the hotel they call Garden Palace Hotel in Busabuchi. And he did like 3 this thing and he did not come down. They had to take him to the hospital. So that was my own observation from a distance of should I say efficacy or the danger of that thing. No, please, nobody should go near it. So. Because it's not so. The traditional one is a bit difficult because if you are using medicated aphrodisiac, for example, you know that it's prescribed. You take a tablet, you take 2 tablets. But if it is the local one, is there a prescription, for example? Is it regular, for example, 1 teaspoon, 1 cup, or do you just gulp the bottle down and hope for the best?
No.
Let me ask you a question, Informa. You see, you're cracking a lot of people up. A lot of people are laughing in the comment section. But let's get serious about this. I don't want to turn this to some comic show tonight. Is there some? Are we losing perhaps? Do you think these things can grow our GDP as a nation? Should we look inwards? Because sex obviously sells everywhere. Is there a reason why we're laughing instead of considering? There are some people who are looking at getting their stuff up for 3 days, for 2 days globally. So is that why we're laughing at it? And to be honest, it's quite funny. And the way you describe it, I'm really suspecting. I don't know how you have all that detail if it's not you. But the point is, I believe you. No, you're a good man. I believe you. So the point is, should we not be looking at this at the national from a different perspective? Is this something that you think? Like Akeredolu in Ondo was advocating for legalizing cannabis because he was of the opinion that there's no point. Look, we're talking about diversifying the economy, and you have the whole world is a big market for cannabis. And he says, look, why don't you're talking about diversification? Why don't you consider that? So are we not closing our eyes to the goal that these things are? Any one of you can take it forward from there.
Ramadan, you can go first.
I think a lot of people are already cashing out from it. And even right from time, I remember the days when people have been cashing out from this, like selling it to people abroad. I think that's one of the things that Jaruma has done with her own brand. She has chocolates and she has all kinds of other things that she sells. So a lot of people have started cashing out from it. I remember growing up when they would ask me, my aunties or so in the north, maybe they're going for Hajj or they're going to Dubai or so. They always took it along because they had people who were living there who really wanted it. So yes, I think we should start looking inward.
We're losing your audio, Ramadan. We're losing your audio.
Have been used.
Your audio was gone just now.
Yeah, your
audio is back.
So I think that would even sell better than all the aphrodisiacs, all the Viagra and the rest of it that they're selling now in the market. I think we should start looking inwards for this.
I think it's to find a way. It's to find a way to capture it in the GDP because right now it is an unregulated market. There's nowhere that it is captured and said that okay, this is the annual sales of this thing. Because I know for a fact that in a place like Abuja, dildos are. That's why you have that senator go to the shop, that place to slap somebody. Dildos in Abuja are a very fast moving consumer good.
FMCG.
You understand? That's Abuja there. That's Abuja. So, and you find a lot of even married women, single ladies, they and it's no longer, unlike when we were growing up, when things like that were taboo. Now they no longer hide it. However, the reason it will be difficult to harness that in a national manner is because by nature, we are moralists and we are hypocrites. So because it is sex, we may try to push it down and say, so before you even raise it up as this thing in the house, that motion has died before it starts, even though nearly everybody there participates, but it will never see the light of day because of the moral and hypocritical nature of Nigerians.
Oh wow, that's a lovely way to end this conversation, because you see, there's a way I check the counter. See, people didn't leave this part of the conversation; they all stuck. I can tell you, the guys who were watching the show currently, Sani Fatima Tolayinka, she was very interested in the conversation. Bola Lagoke, Tunde Moaguda, they're all here. Wale Akin Jogbe, my friend. Ebuka, they're all watching. So this is obviously an interest. In fact, the number just increased again now. So I don't know if we keep talking about Kaya Mata, it seems like that might be all that we'll discuss today. But while I have both of you on this show tonight, let's discuss something that is a little bit outside, sex and all of these things. But guys, hold on. It seems like let's trash out the questions that are here first before we move. Someone is asking that does Burantashi work like Viagra? Does any one of you know how it works? Maybe based on
Ramadan is the Burantashi expert.
Yes, it does.
So it's exactly like that.
but
exactly like that.
But I think it's not like it's Viagra is it's how do you call that thing when they give you prescription? It's prescribed. By Burantashi, I don't think it's so. Maybe that probably will be the difference.
But even though it's prescribed, it's prescribed.
So it is. What is it? Is it? I know there's the one that you chew and there's the one that you drink. The one that my guy took was the one that you chew.
The different kinds.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
So we don't have.
There's one you chew, there's one you drink, there's a powdered one, but they give you a measurement for it.
Okay.
So maybe I should say this. On my Facebook, I have a Facebook friend whose name is Kaya Mata Swan, and she can't be on the show because it's late in the night. She would have wanted it to be earlier, but that's what she does. This is her business. Like, she says she has a lot of stuff she sells to make husbands give more money. The example she gave a few days ago was a man who didn't want to talk to a lady, going for a divorce. And she did a couple of things, and then the man started talking again. So Juju generally has bad vibes in Africa, but we don't give it its due place. And I don't know why, because we're dominated by Islam, we're dominated by Christians. And so I think that aspect of our national evolution, if there's anything like that, does not support us, looking the unorthodox way for perhaps solutions to real problems, even solutions to national economic problems. And so maybe that's what's happening. But I think the industry is growing. I think that trade is also booming because people are interested in all of those things. Guys, let me thank you for being on the show tonight. Ufoma, it's always nice to have you. Just like I said, before you joined the show, before you came on the show, Ufoma, people would have been thinking that, I was basically just lying. Ramadan, face the camera properly. Please face the camera properly. Ramadan, face the camera properly. Yeah, good. Thank you. So it's like, people at home can watch us. Look at the three of us. And then if you're a single lady out there who needs a guy, please, who of these three guys, would you say, look, I want to talk to?
Okay, so they'll look at me and instantly know I have a big penis. Instantly, there's no this thing inside. So you don't need Kaya Mata. He came, God give him.
Thank you very much, guys. Really nice.
Cheers, man.
Thank you always for watching the show. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. See you guys on another one.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. That was an overwhelming Uh, that was an overwhelming one there, and quite an interesting one there. Let me always say a big thank you to the guys who keep this show going. To all of you who consistently, drop in comments and you get things going. Thank you. We do appreciate that. Uh, so we have a lot of comments on this particular topic. Sex always sells, as you guys know. It's always interesting, getting this, going and running. So I want us to move, very quickly because you see, the time is running fast, and we just barely have about 15 minutes to the end of the show tonight. So if there's any topic you want to talk about, we want to give you this platform tonight to talk about it. Ramadan has been gracious enough to share. A lot of people are watching. Ramadan has been gracious enough to share the link. You want to talk, you want to be on the show tonight, just click on the link, and then the studio, I'll be alerted that you're in the studio, and then we'll get you up. So if there's one topic you want to talk about, please let's get to that and let's get it going. It's your show tonight. So let's talk about the comments that we got coming in on Burantashi, Viagra, I don't know how it's pronounced, Kayan Mata, and what have you. Uh, Justin believes that it's best to always, allow the natural course of things. I do agree with that as well. I don't know how good I am, but I've never neared anything like that before in my life. And Ramadan, is also dropping a comment here. He's saying that Kayamata isn't just about sex enhancement. It includes, solutions to the issues that women face. Oh, good, good, good. Ramadan has given us, a different perspective to this Kayamata thing. So Kayamata is not just sex. It's also, and I think we should begin to look at this as a viable industry. I think that creating a structure around the economic value of this, it will make a lot of sense. I totally think so. And Josephine again, Josephine, I thought you'd come on the show tonight. Are you ready to come on the show tonight? Are you ready to? Josephine, are you ready? All these juju have expiration time. Well, yeah, everything in the world has expiration time. Everything. All right, so it's been a very lovely show tonight, having Ufoma and Ramadan. The spiced up the whole thing. So we've got more comments coming in, and so I would share what those comments are. We have Ramadan again, who says that that's the one they try to sell now, where there's more black magic. Yeah, voodoo is involved, and voodoo bad? It probably should be a topic for another day. I may have to bring Ufoma back. I may have to bring Ufoma back because uh, there's something we saw on social media that he saw it and I saw it myself about a man who said, I don't know how true or not, how authentic that claim is, but there's this man who says that if you can, spend 800,000 naira on your child's birthday or naming, and then you drop 500 naira as a donation, and that that was going to cause problems. I don't know if Oma is still by his computer. If we can just, because the show is almost over, and I'm thinking we could just go to that and round up with that and close with that tonight. It's been nice having you guys here. It's always nice having you guys on the Live. The Live was hot tonight. It was good. I told you guys it was going to be good. I told you guys it was going to be hot, and you guys are here. Okay, guys. So if you have questions to ask, please ask your questions. Yeah, you can ask me questions as well. No, you can connect with anything. You can connect with your phone, your tablet, your computer. You can connect with anything. It's not so much about. Ufoma has answered you that he's also using his phone. All right, guys. So it's been nice, getting into all of these conversations tonight. Thank you, guys. So let us get back to the show. Let's get back to the show. In the week, we got information that a big man of God had investments in safe tax havens, and that he had investments. Well, it's Bishop Oyedepo anyway. He's not somebody who's new to. He's not anyone who's new to stuff like this. And I had a big issue with people who felt that he didn't have a right to. So, do you think that men of God, should patronize tax havens? Do you think that men of God should have investments in tax havens? It's not the first time we will be hearing that kind of thing in Nigeria. We heard late TB Joshua had investments in one of the islands there, and so let's hear your thoughts tonight. About that. We're so that is a question. We just have about 5 minutes to discuss that. So if you have a thought, if you have an opinion about this, it'd be nice to hear from you. It'd be nice to hear from you to know what you think about men of God and whether or not they should have investments in tax havens. Well, this is my thinking about that. I think it depends on who you're talking about. I also think that it depends on the denomination or the background of such a person. A lot of guys, a lot of men, joined, well, became pastors not as a first profession. They obviously perhaps could be businessmen even before the call. So every pastor, in my opinion, would have a business part of himself because he obviously is in the same economy with the sinner, quote unquote. The pastor also goes to the same church. The pastor goes to the same, sorry, he goes to the same market. He buys the same fuel. He's faced with the same NEPA issues. He's got to buy diesel. So there's a lot of stuff going on around him, the same way things are going on around um, going on around there's a lot of stuff going on around him too. So if he responds to the needs around him in a legitimate way, I do not think that there's anything wrong with that. If we all invest and then we have opportunities for saving money, I do not think that when a pastor does the same thing, it is wrong. That's my personal opinion. If you have a contrary opinion, um, if you have a contrary opinion, you can share it. Yeah, but my opinion is that men of God who have legitimately worked have a right to do whatever they want to do with their money. When people were criticizing him as having investments in safe havens and what have you, I mean, he's also a businessman, and I find nothing wrong. Um, I find nothing wrong with doing that. Also, the first comment about this is coming from Josephine, who says that she thinks that it should be separated from the church and treated as business. It should follow due process and pay tax accordingly. Yeah, Josephine, the way it works is that you have private businesses, obviously not the church. I don't know if it's a church in the case of Bishop Oyedepo, but thing is, um, if you have a private business, whatever you do with it, as long as it is legitimate, and tax avoidance is not a crime. I think it's important for us to understand that tax avoidance, we can Google it, we can ask the questions, tax avoidance, whether it is a crime or not. No, it is not a crime. Tax avoidance is not a crime. That you work hard and then you don't want to pay tax, and then you take advantage of opportunities not to pay tax. It is in itself not a crime, depending on the jurisdiction that you are. So that's my thoughts. That's my opinion about that. A lot of people probably don't agree with it, but um, that's that's what it is. Tax avoidance is not a crime, so I do not think that Oyedepo as a bishop of Living Faith, has committed anything wrong or out of the ordinary with that. If he used public funds, um, if he used, church money and you can establish that, yeah, sure, you might want to do whatever you want to do. But Pastor Oyedepo is a very brilliant person. Always has a lot of money, has tons of money. So let him just do what he needs to do with it. Thank you. As long as it's his money, it's his business. Yeah, pastor self now human being. Yeah, I do totally agree with you. This is the most beautiful cousin anybody can have in the world. The most beautiful in spirit, in mind, and everything. The best in the world. If you're looking, she's there. You people should click on her wall and look at who I'm talking about. Her name is Bola. She's there. Bola is right there. She says pastor self now human being, and I do agree with that. The pastors themselves, they're human beings with their own challenges and issues. This is probably the last comment we're taking tonight before the end of the show. It's coming from Ufuoma, who says that Pentecostalism is a family business. Another angle. Which is why when a GO dies, his son or wife takes over. Ufuoma, you're not exactly correct with this. And I'll give an example to you because you mentioned GO. So sticking with the GO example that you mentioned, I want to say that I do think you're wrong with that, because the Redeemed Christian Church of God was not passed as an inheritance to Pastor G.O. Adeboye, who's the current head of the church. Yeah, he was just a member of the church, but it wasn't a church that he started. You understand that, right? It's not a church that he started. He didn't start the church. And so, without preempting whatever decision they would take, if there needs to be a change in how that church is being managed, I don't know how that's going to go, but I don't see how Redeemed will go this way. Setting up a business in a tax haven in his family name and not the name of the church is a moral quagmire, even if not a crime. Yes, there's a thin line between morality and sin and business. Yeah, and drawing that line is a highly subjective thing. Tithes and offerings, are they public funds? They're not public funds. Yeah, they're collections, but they're not necessarily. Well, they're technically. When you say public funds, you want to talk about funds that can be appropriated by public institutions. I'm not sure that any public institution can appropriate funds received as tithes and offerings. So, in a sense, I doubt that they're really public funds. I'm not sure that there are any laws regulating or controlling how tithes and offerings, can be disposed or used. So that's that. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me tonight. As always, it's always nice to have you guys join me on Iba Live. Ufuoma, the claim you make about the family worship woman, I never saw anything like that. That's my pastor. Yeah. So thank you, everyone, for joining the show tonight. I want to thank every one of you who was part of this. It was really nice. It was really lovely. To the gentlemen who came on the show tonight, thank you all for joining in. To the production crew, Bukati and Babadi, thank you guys for always keeping this going. Thank you guys for always keeping this rolling. To all the guys who make comments and who are always part of the show. I'm signing off tonight again, of course, with a song that I like, which Ufuoma doesn't like and which I really don't care about. So it's a song called Kokoma by Vico Liver or something. Guys, thank you all for joining the show tonight. I appreciate you all. Fatima, thank you always for joining. Ramadan, thank you guys. Thank you all so much. I'm going to take the last 2 minutes to dance. If I get up, you guys will see what is behind me. I don't need to see it. Oh, Yama, Kokoma. Kokoma. I am coming by now. Okay, there's a request here from Ramadan. So let me oblige that. Ramadan is made a special request. He wants us to end the show with this song. I don't know how Naira Marley would go to his studio and release a song like this. Yeah, I'll play it because you requested it. I don't know. I don't understand the song, man. He went to his studio, and then he released the song. Okay, I'm going. Yes, I'm going. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you for being part of the show tonight. Iba Live will be back next Wednesday. Bigger, better, gooder, because it's a gooder. Thank you, Ramadan. Thank you, everyone. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for being part of the show tonight.